Alright guys, welcome back to December's fitness challenge. We got our 5 core exercises for today. Remember, work in 30 seconds, rest in 30 seconds. So for our first core exercise, we're going to be laying flat on our backs. Remember, you can use a bed or a couch. For this one, all 3 will suffice. So let's get back on our backs. Now for this first exercise, we're going to be lifting our legs off the ground, bringing our knees towards our chest, but it's important that we keep our toes flexed up during this exercise. Now, we're going to be bringing our hands up, extending them out to our sides, nice and straight, keeping those arms off the ground, and we're literally going to be doing a small crunch motion up top with our heads and necks, not even bringing our lower back or upper back off the ground at all, just a small motion, and you're going to feel that in your top abs. Okay? Ready, set, go. So our shoulder blades are going to come up off the ground slightly, maybe a tiny bit of our upper back. Not good. Toes flexed, remember. All right, good job, guys. So that is our first core exercise for today. Remember, now we're resting for 30 seconds and we're going to move on to the next one. So our next exercise is shoulder taps. So we're going to be in a high plank position and we're literally going to be tapping our shoulders with each hand. So if a high plank position is too hard for you, you can always start in a high plank position but from your knees. So let me just show you what a high plank position is. Hands about shoulder width apart. Going to be up, body nice and straight. And we're literally going to be tapping each side, trying to rock our body as least as possible. So you're going to rock a little bit, but you want to try not to rock that hard. So if that's too hard for you, you're going to get here. But when you're on your knees, I want you to extend your body out long. So that means bring your knees back a little bit more, take your hands up a little bit more. So that way you can put some pressure on that core. Your toes can be on the floor, doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna, same thing. Tapping each side. All right, so let's get into the position. Whether you're high, you get in whatever one works for you. Ready for 30 seconds, set, up. So you want to keep your back straight throughout this process. Remember, try not to turn. Your core should be braced as if somebody's going to punch you in the stomach. That core nice and tight. Try to keep that butt down as low as you can. We're just going back and forth. All right, good job, guys. You definitely feel that down deep in the core. So next, we're going to get back on our backs. But remember, this time is rest, and I'm just demonstrating. We're going to be back on our backs. Again, we're going to be bringing our legs up, back for our knees towards our chest. Then we're going to take both of our hands and place them on our knees. So this is kind of like a resistance exercise. We're going to literally be pushing our knees into our hands and our hands into our knees. And it's kind of like a plank feeling, but a little different. So let's get ready, get on our backs, knees up, hands at our knees. And when I say go, we're gonna, like I said, pushing our knees back and our hands forward. Okay, ready, set, go. That way it's constant pressure. And you'll start to feel this in your lower core fairly quickly. Good job, guys. You feel that burn for sure. All right, so 30 seconds, resting, breathing, getting your water if you need to. All right, and then our next exercise is gonna be a mountain climber. So for mountain climbers, there's a lot of different ways you can do them. You can do them alternating, meaning bringing our opposite elbow to our opposite knee. We can do just normal, straight mountain climbers. For this one, we're gonna do them a little bit more slow and controlled. For a more high intensity workout, we will be like running up the mountain. So we'll be moving our legs pretty quick. For our core strengthening, we're gonna be doing mostly everything slow and controlled. So for all my people with lower back problems, all of these core exercises will be good for you. The stronger your core, the stronger your back. So let's get into it. Again, anytime that we're in a push-up stance position, you want your hands, for the most part, to be up under your shoulders. So we're gonna get up here to where we're back in a high plank position, and we're gonna be bringing our leg up, back, nice and slow, up, back, okay? If this is too hard for you and you just can't hold your body up, this is a good exercise to do up against a wall. So you're gonna go up against a wall in your house, you're gonna back away from the wall. So instead of being straight up and down on the wall, you're gonna kind of be pressed against the wall, but back a little bit. And then you're gonna do the same thing, bringing those legs up, nice, slow and controlled, and bring them back down. So let's get back down on the floor. All right, for 30 seconds, our slow and controlled mountain climbers. Ready, set, go. So you kind of want to emphasize on bringing that knee up as far as you can. Remember, with all exercise and stretches, let's make sure we're breathing. All right, good job, guys. Good job. So, resting for 30 seconds now. And then we're gonna get into our last exercise, which is gonna be Russian twist, torso twist, trunk twist, whatever you wanna call them. Either way, most of you guys, if you've tuned into our past workout challenges, this exercise will be familiar to you. So, we're gonna be sitting flat on our bottoms. Now there's a variation of ways that we can put our legs. For the people who are just getting started or may not have the strongest core, we want to make sure we keep our feet on the ground for this. So to make it more intense when your feet is on the ground, you're gonna tilt back a little bit more. So if I start my exercise in this position here, either way, the longer you go, you're gonna feel that you're exercising. So we're gonna bring our hands over to our sides, and we're literally just gonna be going over to each side, alternating, going back and forth. To make it, if you wanna put more pressure on our core, you're gonna tilt back a little bit more, because this is an exercise in itself. If I was to sit here like this, it will start burning. So you're gonna tilt back a little bit more, and we're gonna go from side to side. If you're feeling a little advanced, you're gonna tilt back, get those legs off the ground, and then we're gonna go from side to side. So like I've been doing, I'm gonna show you in the more advanced version. Like I said, remember, if you're not there, you can start by keeping your feet flat on the ground. If you are in the middle, keep your feet on the ground and tilt back more. And for my advanced people, we're gonna keep our legs off the ground. Okay, so let's get into this last exercise. Feet up if you're gonna do that. If not, get your feet about shoulder width apart on the floor in front of you. Okay, 30 seconds, ready, set, go. if you can tap each side, that's great. If not, you want to be aiming to tap each side. So I like to keep my hands together. So I'm trying to really reach on my outside hand. That way I know I'm making some progress. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so that is today's core workout. Don't forget to do your 2 other sets, meaning 2 more rounds, work in 30 seconds, rest in 30 seconds, and I'll see you guys next time. Good job, guys.